welcome everyone! World of Warships Legends is the game. Phoenix61 is my name. Make sure to follow the channel. So today we are doing some ranked battles in New Dawn is the map here. And I have actually been having a decent time with ranked battles this season around. The Giuseppe Verdi seems to be a good choice, at least for me, with this one. So you do get, since you get the radar on a battleship, and then it's also, you know, it's kind of a brawler build, secondary battery build, right? So dealing with destroyers in the Giuseppe Verdi is actually quite pleasing. So it's, yeah. Your only downside is, you know, short-range main guns. So anybody who's, you know, built for big, heavy, long-range, accurate guns, they can still kick your ass. But with only being 3-on-3, it does kind of force people to go in and attack the zone captures, right? So I don't end up in long-range battles very much, which is kind of nice. So you can see another Giuseppe Verdi on the opposing team, and then I've been seeing a lot of like German battleships too. So we get spotted here. Giuseppe Verdi on the other team, that's probably our best shot at the moment. I'm wanting to get into the zone, but at the same time I don't want to be too broadside to these battleships, right? And then it looks like the Zone C or Zone B is getting capped, so that's obviously where their destroyer is. So I suspect some torpedoes may come from the B area, right? So I really am forced to not go into the zone and help with the cap, but our destroyer picks that up solo anyway, so we don't really need to go in there anymore. We just need to keep other people out of it, right? So we are just maintaining a decent angle. I'd really like to get a little bit closer, so my secondary range with the build I have is 9 kilometers. There's those torpedoes we were worried about from B, so that was a good prediction there. And we can probably pick him up with our radar. We'll give it a minute here though too. But like I said, I'm trying to get these guys within 9 kilometers without going, you know, without making myself vulnerable to where their destroyer might be, right? So I'm surprised that we didn't take a bad hit from that bomber in there, just because we don't have a real extreme angle. We trip the radar, that's where the destroyer is. So even though we can't shoot at him, you know, there's islands in the way, just knowing his position is just the information, you know, intelligence is key a lot of times in this game, right? So it's triggered him to turn around. It looked like he was going to go swing back around behind that island and try and take myself and the other battleship on my team on in kind of a sneak attack. And we kind of thwarted his plan, right? Just by triggering the radar and spotting him. So we took a little bit of damage there, and we're still under fire by these guys, so we will use one of our heals. We get a whole 3 with this ship and this loadout. And we're getting, you know, as you saw before, we were getting some secondary battery hits. Of course, they're now backing out of range. Scared them off. So we're kind of in a little bit of a pickle here at the moment, right? No one's taken any significant damage. We've each captured a zone. You know, it's kind of... It's tough to say what to do. A lot of times I like to wait and see what the other team's going to do and then react to that. Whether that's always the best thing to do or not, you know, whatever. But this Giuseppe Verdi now, he looks like he is coming towards us. So I'm kind of trying to think maybe I can get behind this island a little bit and then both of their battleships can't shoot me at the same time. But I don't know if that's going to work out for me, because I still, like, they're not close enough for me to get hits on them right at this point, so. At some point we'll probably, I mean, he's moving forward so damn slow. Come on, you know you want to come in here. They are probably being mindful of our destroyer as well, even though they're just staring very intently at me. He probably has a similar secondary build too, so, you know, I imagine he gets within, you know, inside of 9 kilometers, we'll probably start seeing secondaries from him again as well. Alright, so yeah, so now like I got a little bit of cover from this island to the left. Maybe that Pomeranian can't quite do too much to me, but we'll see. And then but it is giving, there's their destroyer. So we will select their destroyer and make him our primary target for our secondaries. And take the shot at him, but I kind of should have just shot at the Giuseppe Verdi. But something's better than nothing. Getting the destroyer off the board would be just amazing. Sometimes every little bit's gonna help, right? Our destroyer has launched a beautiful sea of torpedoes. I don't even know if it's going to be worth shooting at their battleship anymore. Nope. And I almost didn't, like, I almost double tapped the trigger to try and shoot him. And I saw it coming too, and I still pointed and instinctively wanted to shoot, right? Alright, one down. We'll have radar again soon, but the destroyer is going to be out of range of it. So now I'm like kind of thinking, you know, how do I deal with this Pomeranian? Do I go forward, or is he going to keep moving in the direction he's going, right? So we'll take our chance shot at the destroyer. It looks like our destroyer hit him with a couple of bullets, so it might only take one hit. There we go. And then, yeah, so the Pomeranian kept moving in this direction, so we will keep backing up so that we can get in on this action to finish off this last ship, right? Just taking a look at over the mountain, using the periscope there to see if his guns are pointed this way, right? So if they were pointed this way, I wouldn't want to be quite as broadside to him if he was anticipating me being over here. We will trigger the secondary battery booster. I can't imagine he lasts very long. But we triggered that just to get more and more secondary hits. That makes I believe it makes the accuracy a little better, as well as reload time a little bit better, right? Doesn't do anything for range. So he's going to be out of our sights, and so again, I made this like conundrum call, like, well, if he's going to keep moving that direction, do I just keep backing up? Even though, like, now, of course, I've stopped completely. And he goes unspotted here, and so like I think if he would have stayed spotted, our battleship would have been able to keep doing damage against him, right? So obviously an island or something in the way, so maybe he doesn't even have a shot. But we will back that ass up, and look at, like, I'm impressed by the speed of the reverse for this battleship, right? Like we're at 19 kilometers, not 19 knots. It's like we'll probably hit 20. That's faster than some battleships go forward. Hindsight here, I probably could have tripped the radar and gotten the spot on him, but it doesn't matter anymore. Yes, we will help you out, buddy. We will help destroy the one ship. So yeah, so now he's looking this way. We got just a beautiful shot on him, though. There's no way he's surviving this. Oh no, he wasn't looking this way. Yeah, there's no way. Boosh! Deadsies. That is it for that ranked match. But we have another one. Stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned. And yes, I just started doing ranked battles, so our rank blows. Well, there it is. Giuseppe Verdi on their team's got his little icon thingy is red there. Pretty sure that means it's got a good win ratio. So surprised he was their worst. Maybe he just doesn't know how to play our ship. 46, made a whole 46,000 credits, you guys. Good job. Whole lot of nothing, right? Alright, we will get our next game going, and we will play this ship again. Double header, back to back, right? In the new dawn. Over and over and over again. So if you don't have this ship, if you don't have the Giuseppe Verdi, I think the reason I am somewhat close to pronouncing it correctly is because I've heard some other folks actually say it right. So normally I'm bad at pronouncing ship names. But we have I think this was a campaign ship over this past summer, right? So you would have had to have completed the campaign and spent doubloons on Admiralty back in to get the ship, I believe. So I'm kind of hoping, like with some of these ones that I missed, you know, because I don't complete every campaign every month or whatever it is. Hoping there's like opportunity to get those ships, later eventually, right? Because if there's something like this ship, like, and a lot of people don't like this ship, but I'm having a blast with it. It's just like every other ship. It's good in the right circumstance, right? Like, so you just have to go where your ship is the most valuable. It's kind of my motto, right? So after the start, I like to go directly towards islands, right? So that kind of gets you into the fight. But then also keeps you out of like line of sight for a little while, and it gives you like cover. You can kind of guess where they're gonna spawn, right? Which is pretty much exact opposite of where we spawned when it comes to these ranked missions or ranked battles. But this kind of gives us a little bit of a sneak attack, even though we're a big battleship, right? As opposed to just going right for the zone and going into the open areas, right? So. But we get spotted here, and so I trigger, the announcement, right? So I'm assuming it's a destroyer, and just based on where their team is right now, I'm assuming he's kind of coming up right in between A and B, just like they are, right? So trying to decide who to shoot at can be a tough decision sometimes, right? But this Pommern was kind of turning in our favor, so took the shot at him, and AARP over here is going to get our next set of bullets. And I mean AARP, right? Musashi. It's Musashi over here. So yeah, and so in heading towards this island, we've kind of inadvertently or somewhat on purpose, semi on purpose, kind of creating a barrier against enemy torpedoes from their destroyer, right? So their destroyer can't shoot us because there's this island in between. And if he goes dark, we will pop our radar just in case. Even though we don't have the shot, just in case any of our fellow teammates do. So if we notice him disappear from the minimap, we will trigger our radar. He's literally the only ship that's worth radaring, right? Alright, this guy's just, I don't know what he's thinking. He's just asking for bullets right up his dick. Boosh. 2 Citadel hits. Like... Alright. Some people's children. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention, AARP? That's a sweet looking paint job on that Musashi, though. So we had triggered the radar and the destroyer got taken out. So it is literally 2-on-2 situation here. But their Musashi is bleeding hard. Does not have a lot of health left. So hopefully we can finish him off with main battery. We're going to get this zone cap here too. So we are ticking away on points as well. And we might even finish him with secondaries here. He might be, it looked like he might have been flooding or on fire from the destroyer too. So, but we did pop that kill. And now it's a matter of where the hell's the Pommern been the rest of the game, aside from when I shot him early on. Like, that looks like what was he doing? Where'd you go, dude? Your team's dead. Did we even see you? So, it's kind of an awkward situation because it's, like, I want to finish him off, but at the same time, it's like, you don't want to be stupid and negligent, right? Like, we have a huge upper hand here, so we've got both zones capped, and we're up a ship. Our destroyer's got plenty of health too. So it's kind of one of those situations where I'm like, all right, well, I want to see what he wants to do. What's his plan, right? So, but at least we have him spotted now, so it looks like our destroyer has sent torpedoes. So that'll kind of force his hand, right? Once he sees those, like, I can't imagine, like, you don't know that torpedoes are coming your direction, right? You're spotted. He can't see me, so it's obvious that it's the destroyer that's spotting you, right? Like, so, but he's in... kind of just chills in that same spot there for a minute. Maybe like AFK or something. But anyway, we'll move around now that he's got a good chunk of health. We can definitely YOLO push on this guy. We'll ram him if we have to. We've got the health and we've got will to rebuild. Our destroyer's staying close enough. We don't have our secondary reload booster ready quite yet, so that's unfortunate. But you can see those secondary SAP rounds do pretty decent damage. That's why I love this ship. I love this ship. Also, I guess because it's like different than kind of the status quo of all the other ships, but anyway. Forces you to play the game a little bit differently. So the Pommern, I do think he has torpedoes, so I wasn't interested in using the damage con to put out this fire right away. I don't know if it's really going to matter, because by the time he gets to use them, and or he's going to have to turn somewhat broadside to use them, in which case we'd be able to shoot him pretty harsh. Right. And here comes more torps from our destroyer. Come on, baby. Secondary boosters ready? We will trigger that. We're up to like over 100 secondary battery hits already. For a 3-on-3 game, too. Like, it's not like there's a lot of ships in here. For some of these, you do have to kind of keep your ship angled. They can't, you know, if you're pointing directly at them, not all the secondaries can shoot, right? So we are staying somewhat appropriately angled so that we don't die in one hit from him. You don't want to be broadside. I'll take a shot at the hull here, though those look like he was still angled quite a bit, so we did get 2 ricochets. But this time around, that's not going to be the case. These are front guns at close range, and he's broadside. So good night, Felicia. We'll see where we ended up on the leaderboard for this one. That puts us up to rank 6 for the ranked battles. 86,000 damage, that's pretty badass for when it's only a 3-on-3 game, right? Like, percentage of damage, you know, wise, as far as how much was available to get. Quite interesting. Thanks for watching, guys. I might do a couple more videos on this ship in ranked just because it's been going well for me. Make sure to follow the channel. Until next time.